Aloha, everybody. It's Joshua Hayes here at BigWaveTrading.com, coming to you with the February 26th market wrap-up for you to use on Friday or even Monday. You can use it this weekend and go over it, but I'll have a weekend post for you anyway. All right, so we know long-term trend on all these indexes. If you've watched any of my past 10 to 20 videos, you know that we're down on all time frames. And today, we can see the New York Stock Exchange dropped 0.84%, big enough for a distribution day. However, volume was lower, so we didn't have to worry about that. That came in also on the S&P 500, but it dropped a more severe 1.6%. So far in 4 days this week, it's down 2.24%. So we're looking to head out on the week on a down note, but it's just good to see volume lower. However, like I said, you can sell off on lower volume for a very long time. NASDAQ was down an even worse 2.38%, and in 4 days, it's now down 3.45%, and at the rate it's going, it's looking to have higher volume than the week before. And if that happens, that'll just be another distribution week, and it'll just be another big, tall red bar that you see on this chart going back. Let's actually go back further. Going back to even like 2007, you can see the big tall red bars in late 07, early 08, mid 08, late 08 with some green ones. But then but it just got worse. And the weekly just really shows it. It pops up whenever I go to 07. You can see the big selling weeks here in 07, here in 07, here in 08, here in 08, and even now here again it looks like in January. So it's not a happy time. The only good news is that we had a new long yesterday that was beautiful, and it moved up and looks even more beautiful today. And another one that we went long was gold related, and it looks stronger today, even though that it pulled back. It's still, the internal technicals look fantastic. So what more can you want? I'll tell you what, 2 more shorts to add on to the 44 that are returning some amazing gains. For those of you that don't know or haven't taken the time to look, I have gains in shorts this year under a 12-month holding pattern. So all these gains I'm about to just rattle off, I have not had for at least 10 or 12 months. These are all 9-month or less holdings. In shorts, by the way. 56%, 64%, 48%, 49%, 73%, 86%. Let's see, 93%, 60%, 32%, 44%, 53%, 57%, 80%, 33%, 60%, 70%, 51% are just some of the gains of our 46 shorts that we're holding lower. And also, of our longs, one of them was up today and is now up almost 60%, 59%, since we initially went long here. Let's go back and show you in July. Or in June with that breakout here. So from the breakout in June to now, very nice move. It's a 60% move. And we have another beauty that we're long that's been up a lot. And AIPC, we went long on the breakout here. It's up too far now that if you decide to go long, you're chasing. And it's up over 25%. However, if Telechart would have had over-the-counter bulletin board stocks, we would have been long from back here and holding a nice 200% gain. And I want to show you what that chart looks like just so you guys, whenever the bull market turns, you know what you'll be looking for. Watch me do this with the Zoom 3. Boom, boom. Bop goes max green on the bottom. Volume surges to its highest level ever in the middle, and price bounces off the 50-day moving average and breaks out above the old May highs. Now, let's go to my favorite Zoom, of course, Zoom 4, and watch it happen, and that's just gorgeous. I just love the way it looks, and I just love doing it. It's really fun. Zoom 5, though, is probably prettier. Whoa. What the heck did I do? Oh, press the wrong button. Anyway, okay, so Zoom 5 is probably prettier, though, because you get rid of the red bop. So now you can see the bop go to max green, volume surge, and price surge. And now I want you to watch with me if you would have gone long with me on this stock if we would have been given the max green bop or over-the-counter bulletin board stocks on Telechart. The next day you're in at 1080. And now watch what happens. As you go up and you hold the 50-day moving average, the 50-day moving average is now above your 1080. So now the 50-day moving average will become your first sell. 1080, of course, being your last. Looks like you don't have to worry about that as it goes higher. And this is how they're supposed to act. And so let's just pretend like we just start to sell some here out of we're nervous or whatever. We got to pay a bill. You still got a 30% gain in a short 3-month period of time. And in this market, that's been fantastic. But instead, the stock just keeps on going up on higher volume, pulls back below the 50-day moving average, but does so with strong intraday reversals and nice support. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Bottom line, just a gorgeous chart that we're dealing with. Here's a Zoom 4. So you're looking at beauty right here. And then, of course, it goes along. Doesn't lose its pretty. However, it does get it back. Let's go and get to it because I can't say it looking at it being that ugly. So now you can see what would have happened if you would have decided, oh, well, now I'm going to sell half. I'm going to sell half here on this huge gap up on big volume at a bad market. That's 113%. And now where we're at now, as you can see, we are at not what we could have had is a 200% gain. So I just want to show you non-subscribers how it works, and it's not that difficult. It's not that hard. However, great luck finding the stocks like me. I still haven't met anybody that can do it, and I just think I deserve to toot my own horn because for some odd reason I don't seem to be cared about at all by CNBC, Fox News, and I probably shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be, you know. But you would think that somebody would call and want to interview or ask questions or something, because some of these technicians I'm watching on air on CNBC just make me question how. And thank God, bottom line, I didn't go to college and learn all the wrong things. Thank God I went the William O'Neill way. I thank you, William O'Neill. I thank you, Jesse Livermore. I thank you, Nicholas Darvish, Gerald Loeb, Jim Wyckoff, Jack Dreyfus. You guys definitely are going to help make me what I am going to become. I'm only 30. Let's see where I'm at whenever I'm 50. Hopefully the world's still here. Okay, off the soapbox now. We got 2 new shorts tonight. We've got 1 full sell. Not going to post it in here for non-subscribers. But let's take a look at the commodity markets. Oil was up 5% today. What did I tell you yesterday? It breaks out above the 50-day moving average for the first time in months. It hasn't been above the 50-day moving average, actually, I can see here, since July. So it gets above it the very next day, up 5%. So, actually more than that because you got a good fill, so like around 5.15% it looks like here. So if you would have gotten that on 20-to-1 margin, you're sitting very, very pretty. And this is why I use the simple 50-200-day moving average to trade, because I'm a dumb monkey and that's all I know how to do is just spin that little crank on the side of the box until the little joker comes out, bounces back and forth. I'm just an organ grinder, what can I say? And then let's look at platinum. Look at that tail, another bullish tail. Let's go all the way out with the plus sign so you can see it. And even close higher than where it opened, which I couldn't see at first. But if I would just look at the numbers, that would help. 1046 to 1050. Looking great. Let's look at silver. XSLV. Harsh pullback below the 200. If you went long with a move over the 200 here, you do have to cut your losses. I am very sorry. You're going to have to take a 3% loss, which is nothing compared to the gain you still should be holding from the initial strong daily move over the 50-day moving average, which has netted you still 23%. However, I wouldn't freak out and start unloading silver unless it closes under the 50-day moving average and does so on high volume on the indexes. And also, when you do look at like the iShare, that's pretty ugly. And when you look at it at its powerful AGQ, look at that's its powerful double share. That's pretty bad. Let's look at an arithmetic. So as you can see, pretty nasty reversal we got on there. How much time are we got? Okay, 1 more minute. So I just want to go and show you 2 more things before I wrap it up. Subscribers, we'll go into details about longs in part 2 and part 3 unless girlfriend gets home early. Then I need to wrap it all up in part 2 and part 3. So anyway, let's look at 2 more things. The United States dollar. Look at it holding in there. You know, for everybody saying that this big, huge printing, which I'm even extremely worried about, which is why I keep telling you, buy gold at 800, 700, 600, 500, because it should hit 2,000 at the rate that we're doing. We are destroying our economy. And if we continue to do this, we're not going to do very well. However, the dollar is being the best of the worst, and since its move over the 200-day moving average, if you were still long, you now have, I got a book in my way here, and a laptop in my way here. Man, I just don't have enough room on this desk. with all this books, a 17% gain on your 20 to 1, 50 to 1 margin, whatever you have in your futures account, and you should be extremely happy. And then if you bought it off that bounce off the 200-day moving average, you got the 17 on top of a 9. The United States dollar continues to be in an uptrend, and I know some of you are going to call this a cup with handle pattern. Sorry, first of all, a cup is not going to be V-shaped like this, and a handle does not wedge higher. So get off the cup with handle bandwagon, please. Last thing is gold. Notice the big tail in gold. Notice above the 50-day moving average. I want to show you the ETF that I'm along in my account. Notice it still has green BOP. Notice the pullback volume's lower than the accumulation. If BOP can move back up towards max green, heavy volume, like I said, gold is a pullback anywhere you can get it. I'm going to wrap this up. This is Josh Hayes at BigWaveTrading.com. Have a great Thursday. Have a great Friday. I'll see you this weekend or Friday night whenever I post another video. Aloha. Let's make some more money.